Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's varsity girls basketball matchup between the Grand Ledge Comets and the Hazlet Vikings. I'm Danny Gallagher, and here with me tonight is Dan Wiseman. We are known as D Squared. The date is September 12th, 2006, and this is a CAAC matchup, but not in the same division, so it doesn't really have any league kind of stuff. And we'll be right back after the national anthem. And we're back after the national anthem. So, Dan, tell us about tonight's matchup.
Grand Ledge has got a good ball club. They have a big girl, number 42, Brown, who I think is getting recruited by quite a few schools, and she'll be matching up against Brianna Rakowitz most likely tonight, and that should be the matchup to watch.
So, big game inside. What about the guard situation?
I really don't know a lot about Grand Ledge's guards. I know that we have a freshman guard starting who's played well all season, and we have Cassie Kopke also starting, who's another solid guard. I don't know much about Grand Ledge's guards, like I said, but yeah, it should be an interesting matchup as well.
Something rare that I just noticed with the Grand Ledge roster is their head coach is a girl. I mean, and even though it is a girls' team at the varsity level, you don't often see girl head coaches. And with the success that Grand Ledge has had in the past with their girls' basketball team, that says a lot about her.
Oh yeah, she's a great coach, and she's led some real good programs around Grand Ledge the past couple of years.
Vikings head coach is Tim Beebe, assisted by Kevin Toby, both teachers at Hazlet. Joni Miller, just introduced on camera there. She is probably the Vikings' most consistent scorer.
She's got quite the jump shot.
And for sure their leading scorer on the season.
Oh yeah, she's looking at breaking a couple records this season in the three-point category already as a junior, because she had such a great season as a sophomore last year on varsity. So she's another person to look forward to watching tonight.
Hazlet girls, you see right there. Caitlin Haas doing a little dance, getting pumped up before the game. Dan, you pointed out Beth Brown, number 42 for Grand Ledge. She's huge.
She's listed at 6'2", and that's probably right. She looks to be a couple inches taller than Brianna Rakowitz, and I know she's a force down low. That'll be something exciting for tonight.
So big responsibility for Brianna and the rest of the Vikings trying to contain Beth.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Great tip by Brianna Rakowitz getting up early. Kopke just going to pull it out here and get things underway for us.
Grand Ledge looks like they're running a man. For the first time in girls, I saw Boxing 1 against Joni Miller last week. They must have known she's quite the scorer.
Boxing 1 is a 4-person zone on basically what you could call the four corners of the paint, and then one person always marking Joni Miller, number 5.
Yep.
Caitlin Haas. Skopke. Joni pulls up for 3. And not going to connect on that.
Joni doesn't miss often. Maybe a few shots at the beginning to get her warmed up, but once she starts stroking, there's not a lot you can do about it.
Great job by the Viking bigs, I guess you could call them. Mixing it up on the offensive rebounding right there. Hitting it off Grand Ledge. Joni looking low to Haas in the post. It's going to get deflected out of bounds. Great defense by Grand Ledge in this first minute or so. They look to be flying around, doing a great job. Miller in the corner, going to put that up. That's off the mark. Gets her own rebound, though. Still can't connect.
Hazlitt's rebounding good that first series.
And Grand Ledge gets out running, but not going to find anything. And that's Westman, number 20 for the Comets, up top. They run I guess you could call a high-low offense centered around Brown. She's pretty much stays with wherever the ball is.
Foreign want to have the freshman guard, number 3 for Hazlitt. She's quite the athlete. She's fast and athletic, and you'll see her running out a lot to get a lot of layups tonight.
That's Alicia Foreign. Pretty rare to see a freshman starting at the varsity level for any sport, let alone basketball, where, I mean, obviously you only have 5 people on the floor at one time, so that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Kopke. Felposh with the 2 for Grand Ledge right there. Kopke with the drive. Great rebound by Haas down low. Joni drives. Great dish to Brianna. Brianna can't connect on that layup.
That was a great look down low by Joni.
Drawing the defense, especially because I'm sure they know she's such a great shooter.
That'll be a key against Brown tonight, is to draw her off her man, her woman, and get some easy buckets down low if they can draw her off. But she had a great move right there. Down low, good catch and score.
Posting up, great catch, and like Dan said, keeping it high, finishing strong and quick. Look for the Vikings to figure out their help side on that. Hopefully not too many more of those this evening.
Hazlitt's keeping Brianna outside a little bit. Probably try to keep Brown outside to not lock down the paint as much. And Caitlin Haas is actually the one posting up.
Good drive by number 20, Marcy Westman. We're going to have a foul on the floor, though, before the shot. Al Waldron and Ebony Young checking into the game for Haas and Rakowitz for the Vikings.
Ebony Young is a great defensive player for the Vikings. She works really hard, and she gets a lot of deflections and stuff that you wouldn't think would build a lot of boost for a team, but it really does get a team ready to go and makes the other players work harder on defense.
Foreign up top. Westman looking in. Pull up off the mark.
So foul on 31. Casey
Jamalski. That's a nice last name.
I like that.
Jamalski. They got some wild last names on
I was
their
just
team.
going to say, interesting last name.
Last game they had some. The JV Grand Ledge girls also had a couple wild ones.
Yeah.
Kopke getting guarded pretty tight. Foreign Finds Waldron. Looks into Ebony. Ebony with a quick turnaround.
Good
Not gonna
defensive
find it.
pressure by 52, Jasinski.
Kopke with the deflection. Westman in the corner to Felposh.
Grand Ledge runs
A really weird offense.
trying to figure it out a little bit. Looks like for the most part they're running 4 around the arc and 1 post player, which is Brown. Like I said, I think she's being recruited by a couple schools. I think I even heard Michigan is offering her or something.
Great spin move down there from Jasinski. Foreign. Finds it on the wing. Kopke gonna just pull it back out. Kopke doing a great job as the point guard. She traveled right there, but the Grand Ledge Comets are coming at her with a whole lot of pressure, and she's doing a good job keeping possession for the most part.
It's like Grand Ledge's guards are pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely. This is a pretty experienced Grand Ledge basketball team. Jasinski, number 52, the only sophomore on the roster, and she's starting, so the rest are juniors and seniors. That 3 off the mark. Ebony scrapping for the rebound. And Westman gonna get tied up, tossed on the floor. Welcome to Hazlitt. That's how we go around here. Waldron. Inbounds to Kopke. Kopke, a 3-year varsity player. This is her 2nd year, I believe, starting at point guard.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she started all season last season, but at least halfway through she was starting most of the games. She's a pretty strong guard.
Great dish to Young right there. And good job by Ebony. Tough. Putting up the tough shot. And Felposh with the foul. 1 and 1. I don't believe it is. Probably 2 shots.
It's not right.
That's short.
Susie Manuel just checked into the game, as well as Rebecca Rogers.
Both juniors. You just saw the replay of the foul on Ebony, which led to those free throw shots she just had. 0 for 2 from the free throw line for now. Waldron with the big foul on Brown.
Vikings don't look too scared of Brown.
No, for sure not. They're going
right at her tonight.
On defense, at least. Offensively, we haven't seen much out of the post. Brown to Felposh to Jasinski. Great help side. That's what you're looking for. That's going to be off Brown. They got a shot of the Hazlitt crowd. They're sitting down, and I don't really know why, but it's early.
Oh,
should this game get close,
they're yelling at them, that's for sure.
They'll be there.
I think Jenny Jasinski may be a factor in this game. I was watching her in warm-up. She looked to be pretty athletic. I didn't know she was a sophomore, but she looks strong, and she's hit the glass hard a couple of times. So I'm kind of looking out for her.
She's got the volleyball knee pads going.
I noticed that.
So that's cool. Brown with the great block you saw down there on the defensive end. And working hard right there to try to keep it in. Can't quite get to it, and we'll have turnover. Hazlitt ball.
Rogers is running point now. Rogers isn't really a true point guard, but Hazlitt's lacking a little bit in the true point guard position this year. They got solid guards, but not a lot of experience at the point guard do a lot of those guards have.
Manuel with the turnover right there. Great job by Brown to just stick the arm straight up and let the play come to her, as opposed to trying to block that wild shot that never really got off. Rogers with the pressure in the corner, fell pass to Jasinski. Grand Ledge, they're a real good passing team. There's the runner by Jasinski. Rogers gonna pull it down.
You can tell by how a player moves on the basketball court, whether they've played a lot of basketball in their life or not. And then the Grand Ledge girls all look like they
know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, that's for sure.
No hesitating, no sidestepping, getting in each other's way. They're all very technically aware, I guess, advanced as well. I noticed that during the JV game, it's very controlled and technical.
20 just banked in a 3.
No, that was a long 2, they're calling it.
Oh.
Must have had a foot on the line.
Banked in a long 2.
So low-scoring first quarter. We're under a minute to play already, whether or not you believe it. Great drive by Miller. With the tough shot, she's going to get fouled and head to the line. So the score is 6-0 right now, although it may not say it on your screen. That's what it says on the scoreboard. Miller's first free throw. She's a pretty solid shooter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, as good a shooter as she is from the three-point line, she's still got a little work to do on her free throws. But nobody's really talking a lot about it because she does so much offensively.
2 for 2 from the line to start off the Vikings. And the lead is 4 for the Comets.
Joni takes a seat for number 3, Alicia Foreign.
Both of the Manuel sisters are in now. They might be a dynamic duo, you could say, next year in the post. The twin sisters dominating. That shot is off the mark. Foreign mixing it up on the rebound, but she's got like 17 Grand Ledge people around her.
Waldron's got 2.
She's got 2 early fouls, but both of them pretty legitimate. Trying not to give up any easy points to Brown. They're going to make her earn every point that she's going to get tonight. So
see how she shoots the throws.
First one's up. That's long. Good form, though. Good backspin. She looks pretty solid.
She does.
I don't suppose you become a Division I recruit by bricking free throws all the time.
Not normally.
Rakowitz checks in for Waldron. And I'm sure she'll be matching up with Brown, who knocks down both free throws. Just 1 for 2, actually. Great defense by Grand Ledge right there. They get the steal on the inbounds and get a shot off, but it's going to go out of bounds off of them. We're under 20 seconds. Comets bringing the full court press.
And that's affecting the Vikings, especially with Kopke not in right now. They're probably trying to not let her pick up a dumb foul before the quarter's over. But I think that press is giving Hazlitt some problems.
Rogers bringing it down the left side. Great job keeping control there. Look for the outlet pass. That's pretty close to 5 seconds. Great job by Brown to get her hands up.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Rakowitz with the quick inbound.
Oh.
And that's Manuel.
Sammy.
No,
Susie. It's Susie.
That might get really confusing tonight, folks, but we'll try our hardest. 24 is Susie.
Yeah.
Well, Z4.
And they used to wear different color shoes, so you could tell the difference. But,
the Varsity girls basketball team has matching shoes, I just noticed.
And obviously we're talking about their twins, the Manuel sisters, 23 and 24.
Right there.
They don't make it any easier by having almost the same numbers.
Susie at the line. First free throw off the mark, second one on the way. That's up and off as well. Rakowitz trying not to get over the back. And 2 seconds. And the shot is up off the mark at the buzzer. So after 1, of a fairly low-scoring quarter, maybe not so much by girls' terms, but 7-2 is your score. Grand Ledge with the early lead. Adjustments in the second quarter for the Vikings. What do you think, Dan?
I think they need to look to get to the basket a little bit more. You know, they're not getting a lot of shots up even, and I think they need to put some more pressure on the girls down low to play the tough defense that they look like they can play so far. But I mean, hasn't really tested Brown down low yet, and just mainly just get to the basket a little bit more and get a few more shots up.
And in getting to the basket, even if that is just a drive and then a dish, but the fact is it just drawing more. They need to attack more, like Dan said, for sure.
It makes the defense confused when you drive and, you know, draw your man off you. Who's going to take her?
Everybody starts watching the ball.
Exactly. So I think if Haslett can get to the bucket a little more, they're right in there.
We got a replay of Miller's drive. Great job still getting the shot off. She ended up going to the line and hitting 2 free throws after that one. That's basically the Vikings offense so far in this game. There hasn't been a whole lot going on, which is a compliment to the Grand Ledge defense, who is just flying around right now. So Westman into Jamalski to start us off in the second quarter. Westman in the corner. Great D by Kopke. That's off Westman's head. That's unfortunate for her. And Haas to inbound to Kopke right here. And we're going the other way. So good way to start off the quarter. Quick turnover for the Vikings. Let's see if they can get any offense going. Haas steps out.
That might be a tough matchup for Brown, believe it or not. But I'm not really sure how well she moves around outside. But Haas will probably stay outside a little bit more as long as Brown's in.
They're going to call it travel on Alicia Foreign, chasing the ball down on the far side. Just kind of lost control, trying to get a pass off. Great job by the Grand Ledge defense to get a hand on it. Not really sure how it ended up being a travel, considering Grand Ledge did get a hand on it. But that's not for us to decide. So Brown with the ball up top right now, looking to drive on Haas.
Brown looks to be pretty athletic, regardless of whether she's down low or outside. Move her feet well, and looks to be more than just a big ogre down there.
Sits under the hoop, catching passes, throwing up weird shots. Brown gets the quick inbounds. And Grand Ledge just swinging it around. Looks like the Vikings are playing a 2-3 zone. That's one of the weaknesses of the 2-3, though, is the backdoor pass. Foreign's going to chase down that rebound, and she's across the timeline.
Haslett must figure that to pack it in down low in the 2-3 zone is a little better opportunity to hold Brown to some tougher looks rather than have her man-to-man on somebody she's quite a bit taller than, because she's 6'2".
Which is tall for a girl.
That is tall.
And she looks even taller on the floor. She's got kind of an intimidating frame going on.
Yeah.
So great job. Foreign with the quick steal. She's going to be chased down by Brown, who, I don't know if she got a piece of that shot or not, but either way the layup is off. BB looking for a call on that. Jamalski, I believe, is number 31.
Interesting shot.
Goes for the finger roll runner, not going to find anything. Foreign trapped in the corner, finds Haas.
Bad place to pick up your dribble.
And her shot.
She went for the finger roll as well.
But she might have got a little hack action.
Finger roll party.
Who knows? And we're going to have a full timeout from the Grand Ledge Comets.
Look at that shirt.
Coach Carmody want to have a word. That looks like a really ugly soccer jersey is what that looks like to me.
That's quite the interesting shirt by assistant Dewey Charter.
Dewey. Here you see Foran's breakaway. Great job by Brown sticking with her. And that play did not end up very well for the Vikings, as Brown recovered and managed to steal or something. Not really sure what happened. So Coach Carmody of the Comets having a word with her players. As you can see there, that's the shot on screen for you. Probably setting up a play against the Vikings 2-3 zone, which you notice they're running.
Yeah, I'd imagine she's making some adjustments on the offensive end.
Whether it's three-pointers or having Brown check, come to the ball and trying to find the seams.
Back into the game, who is looks like to be another low post threat.
She looks pretty athletic, as you were saying. And pretty good player all around.
Yeah.
Shot from Westman off the mark.
And like we said, first shot.
Chasing down the rebound. I'm sorry about the interruption, Dan.
It's all right.
That happens a lot. We got a shot of the Vikings bench. Everyone looking pretty interested in the game, so that's good.
No, like we said at the timeout, thought Grand Ledge might come out with some more outside looks, and the first shot they put up was a three-pointer against a 2-3.
Haas with the great screen.
Oh, great help side by 34.
Way to recognize the open
Yeah.
girl. I always feel like saying open man,
Yeah.
but would be inappropriate.
There's Jasinski.
Jasinski from the corner. Joni is going to drive and look for her shot.
Oh!
Great offensive foul.
I don't know about that one, sir.
I mean, she had the shoulder down, but I mean, she made the shot, which obviously proves she was in pretty good control.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think anybody was set. I'll have to see if we can get a replay of that, but I don't believe that anyone in that big pile had their feet set, and I don't think she really lowered her shoulder more than anybody else that's driving to the basket.
Turn around there. Brown over the back. But once again, that's not for us to say. Miller looking to drive again. Finds Alicia.
Jones
Miller
posting up.
Posts. Haas chases it down.
Some sloppy passing by the Vikings. They need to clean that up. They're gonna.
I think this high-pressure defense from the Comets might be getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, agree.
Here's a replay.
Shot by
Jasinski's shot
from the corner.
Great job by Jamalski to recognize the open Jasinski in the corner. Oh, that's really fun. Jamalski, Jasinski. It's like a circus out here, folks.
That is interesting.
Miller with the pressure in the corner. Farragon checks in. For the Vikings. We have 4 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Vikings still lacking the offense. The lead is only 7. And Hazlitt has only 2 points, so a defensive battle we're seeing here tonight.
Well, Hazlitt, for as bad offensively as they've been playing, they don't feel that they're probably in that bad of shape, being only down by 8 now, considering that they have 2 points and
keeping it close.
Haven't really made any offensive threats at all.
Great hustle. Kopke finds Miller to Ebony. Ebony gets a shot blocked by Brown. Haas chases it down. Finds Miller. Caitlin Haas, probably more of a rebounder defender than an offensive threat.
And that's what they look to her for a lot more, is the rebounding defense. She's not a scorer like Miller or Foran, but she does do a lot for the team defensively and on the boards.
Senior leader. I believe she's a 3-year varsity player. Not really sure about that. We'll have to get back to you.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm not really sure either.
Either way,
Wide
Grand Ledge
open.
hits it out of bounds. Miller's 3 off the mark. Farragon stirring it up.
John Miller's jumper is a little bit off right now. But hopefully she'll find it. When she does, like I said, she can catch fire quick and hit for a long, long time. Like this,
Here
probably.
She got another stroke at
There.
it. There's Dan Wiseman calling it out, ladies and gentlemen. Cuts the lead in half.
And I'm about, Grand Ledge should know that they should do something about Joni quick. I wouldn't leave her open often. So they hit her 3 of their own right there. That's a great shot.
Kopke bringing it up. Ebony.
There's Joni again.
Great screen by Haas. Joni pulls up.
In and out. Grand Ledge's girls handle the ball well. And I always find the open girl.
Some quick points right there for the Comets. Jasinski with the jumper from the corner right there to extend the lead to 10. And Hazlitt finds themselves back in a tight spot after the 3-pointer by Miller. Farragon driving.
Nice
Great
pass.
job by Farragon to draw the defender. And the quick dump to Ebony, but the layup's going to be off the mark. She got fouled, and she'll have 2 shots. So pretty much what we expected this far in the game. Maybe a little bit closer score-wise, but I mean, it's been a battle, both sides of the ball. The score doesn't really do the game the justice.
And it's nothing against Hazlitt at all. It's just that this Grand Ledge team is a good team, especially down low. And when you have good big guys, it makes it tough for other teams to battle.
Jamalski does a great job running the floor. Wow, there's that finger roll for you. Rakowitz ends up with the rebound after the jump ball. And that's, I can't see your number. I think that's Sammy. Yep, it is. 23 Sammy. Manuel checking in for the Vikings. And Rogers also checked in for the Vikings a couple seconds ago.
I don't know if you saw that last play, but Brown beat every girl up the court, including all the guards. And like we were talking about, having the big girls be threats, when you can run out as a big girl, that makes it tough because a lot of big guys can't move as well as Brown can.
There's the great dish from Farragon to Ebony, and Brown got a piece of Ebony's arm or hand or whatever it was. First free throw up and good for Anna Truesdell. Man, wild, wild names on this team. It's a lot of fun. 2 minutes left in the first half. Miller brings down the rebound. She's running. Great crossover. Farragon's going to grab it to Rogers. Rogers to Rakowitz. Hazlitt doing a good job not forcing anything. Taking their time here.
It's great defense by 24.
Manuel, that's probably a travel. They're going to call it a jump ball for, it's going to end up being Vikings ball.
Yes. Rogers is going to take it out. They're looking to get Joni in that corner again. But Grand Ledge has made some adjustments.
Farragon guarded real tight by Jamalski. Manuel to Miller. Farragon puts up the jumper off the mark. Rakowitz, great job grabbing that rebound and keeping it above her head. That's one thing that a lot of post players struggle with. They'll grab a rebound and they'll bring it down. And
when you bring the ball down in the post,
Little people steal it.
little, yep, exactly.
As most coaches would say, keep it high.
Yes.
Brianna Rackwood's a very technical player. She's played a whole lot of basketball in her day. Probably has that pounded into her head.
Yeah.
So Miller gets caught from behind.
That was an awkward fall.
Yeah, kind of landed on the ball. Rolled around with it for a second. 16-7 is the score. Your screen is still off. Having some technical difficulties this evening. Under a minute in the half. Foreign checked back in for the Vikings, and she's going to receive that inbounds.
We got starters in minus Haas.
Rakowitz up top
Good
finds
pass.
Miller.
Oh.
Back to Rakowitz.
She had a backdoor look right there. She just missed it.
Brianna chases that one down. Ebony looking for Miller. The Vikings offense pretty much centered around Joni.
It's tough, too, when a girl as strong as Brown. I know they're trying to draw her outside, but when you draw your big man outside, obviously it makes it a little tougher to get rebounds and offensive rebounds, and Hazlitt relies on a lot of those.
Great job by Foreign, splitting the defense down low, getting the foul call. She'll head to the line for 2 shots with just under 15 seconds left in the half. See how she is from the free throw line this evening. First one short.
And Brown comes out for the first time tonight.
Here you got a replay of Farragon's shot and Rakowitz's great rebound. Look at that. Never brings it below her head and gets the quick release. Before Brown even could turn around and try to defend her.
She pushed her under the basket, which is, if you're offensive rebound, that's the best thing to do. You obviously can't get a rebound under the hoop.
Unless there's an air ball.
Yeah, that's true. I know you shoot a lot of those.
Yeah. not known for my shooting, personally.
Oh, crossed her. Oh.
Kopke, great crossover. Good take at the buzzer. Not going to get anything. Grand Ledge going to end up with it. And have the Vikings doubled up. 16-8 is the score. Low scoring half. I think the main thing during the second half is the Vikings just need to get some offense going. So
I agree. They haven't played bad on the defensive end. Grand Ledge only has 16 points, but obviously only has 8. And if they can get something going on the offensive end, they'll be good, set to go.
This game for sure.
So we'll see what adjustments they make at halftime.
And we'll see you guys after a short break. And this you're about to see is a PSA made by Hazlitt's own TV station, The Vision 22.
I don't need people pushing me to do it. I can do it all by myself. It's given me motivation. I can motivate myself easier.
Cross country's taught me leadership.
It's taught me to be stronger. And
I've made a ton of great friends. It takes a lot of determination and focus, and that focus and stuff can help me with anything I want to do.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to second half action. You made it just in time. That's me and Dan Wiseman. We're on camera right now. Hi, everyone at home. How's it going? Posh with the runner right there. That's off the mark. And Haas will be inbounding it for the Vikings.
Grand Ledge is already attacking, getting to the basket already. So hopefully for the Vikings, that's not a sign of what's to come.
Hopefully they don't come out flat starting the second half.
Yep.
Miller. Good
Nice take.
drive. And she'll head to the free throw line. Shoot 2 free throws. All right. Miller. First shot. That's going to roll around and drop.
Rattles in.
Second one. That's money. Money in the bank.
She's a ball player. Grand Ledge just looks a little more ready to go tonight than Hazlitt's looks the whole game almost. They're talking a lot on defense. They're talking a lot on offense, and Hazlitt needs to establish some of that.
Like you pointed out earlier, they seem very organized.
Yeah.
And a lot of that comes from communication on the floor, both ends of the floor, but they're just, they always know where everyone is and where they're supposed to be, and it's nice.
Joni Miller is ready to go.
Sets it off for the Vikings.
I told you, once she hits one, it's going to be a long night for the rest of the people.
Hazlitt comes out with a 5-0 run to cut the lead to 3.
Basketball's a game of runs.
That's the truth.
Coach
Miller
Ford
chasing
always
on the
says.
rebound. She's taking over. She's taking over, Dan.
She's good. I'm going to leave it at that.
That's for sure. Haas. Miller. Miller finds Kopke, who's going to pull up from the free throw line. Off the mark. Haas trying to get to the rebound. Brown. She's good for a reason. It's things like that. Posh with the take.
Good take by Felposh.
Might have taken an extra step.
It was good to get to the bucket by her.
Alicia gets it poked away. Out of bounds. And that'll be Vikings ball. Right in front of their student section. That's exciting. Kopke. Looking into Miller.
Just posting up hard.
Great drive.
Oh.
Goes for the shoulder drop. Can't find anything. Brown's basically a wall down there, and that's going to end up out of bounds.
Standing there with her hands up. Telling everybody to come get some.
She's very Brown. What's her name? Her first name is Beth. Beth Brown. She's a very smart basketball player, very aware. Doesn't make a lot of mental mistakes. Isn't trying to swat anybody out of the gym.
And a lot of that just comes from playing a lot of basketball, period. And I'm sure it appears that she's played quite a bit of it in her life.
I don't know who just scored.
Jazinski.
Jazinski
Yep.
with the putback after a couple of offensive rebounds.
Left-handed.
I noticed that Brown, although she never came in contact with the ball, had a lot to do with those offensive rebounds because she was boxing out Al Waldron the whole time.
Yep.
So stuff like that is the difference between a good player and a great player.
Jazinski's
Good
looking to
pass
make
from Kopke to Alicia Foreign on the run.
That was a good play defensively, actually. Not giving her an easy basket, which is put a freshman on the line can be nerve-wracking sometimes. So it wasn't a bad move on 31's part.
So Hazlitt coming out big in the second half, cutting the lead to 3, tightening things up a little bit. They've already almost doubled. No, not doubled. They've already almost matched their first half point total, which was 8.
And they're only down 3 now. They're down 8 right to start the game, or to start the second half.
We're under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Toby and BB rallying the troops over there.
I'm
I'm sure Coach Carmody was doing the same for the Comets.
I bet Coach Beebe had a few words to say to the girls at halftime.
Words of wisdom.
I hope, or other words.
Words of basketball wisdom. Foreign, a freshman. She'll be shooting 2. First one's up, and like you were saying, the freshman on the line, nerve-wracking thing, I didn't see any of that going on right there. She just stepped right up and knocked it down.
She seems pretty humble, and even at school, she seems pretty quiet. So I don't think a lot gets to her.
One of those players that just goes out there every night and gets it done.
Yep.
And whether or not you congratulate her, say hi, or ask her to homecoming or whatever you might do, she's just going to get out there and get it done.
Yep.
Which is very impressive. I mean, that's something you rarely see out of, I mean, maybe even like a 4-year starter as opposed to a freshman.
Yeah.
So, Kopke trying to get the shot off.
Kopke looks to be forcing it a little bit. She's had a couple drives into Brown's territory, and I don't know if that's such a great idea all the time.
Brown's a beast. Yeah. She'll have none of that.
And she's just standing straight up, and she's 6'2". Even if she does just stand straight up and doesn't jump, she's not going to get called for a foul.
It's like a 7'6" wall right in front of you. So with the arms straight up. 3-pointer from the corner off the mark. Miller grabs the rebound and finds Kopke, who is coming the other direction for the Vikings. Miller.
Johnny might pop this in her eye. Just kidding.
That'd be exciting. Waldron.
Right there, though.
Underneath. Miller. Oh, buddy.
I'm telling you, when she
puts
gets
the Vikings on top for the first time this game, I believe.
Yep.
The lead is 2 for Hazlitt. This is good stuff. As Dan said, it's a game of runs. Not necessarily sprinting and jogging runs, but runs of points. That kind of stuff.
Got new center 6, Fred Human here. I saw him earlier. Where'd he go?
He had the camera.
Yeah.
He was taping. This is a battle. This is a intense matchup between two fairly successful programs in the Lansing area and the CAAC. And I always know, or I know that these girls, every time they play Grand Ledge, it's not just another game. It's something big, and they make it personal. And as you can see, this game is just a battle. So
that was a heck of a move by Brown. And that was a heck of a move by Young as well.
With a short jumper in the lane. Young and Rogers checked in a minute ago.
This game's picked up quite a bit since the second half started.
For sure, scoring. Rogers is getting chased. Good job by Miller to try to find Foreign on the run. And Grand Ledge is running. Rogers catches Allison Miller from behind and trips her up. Great job by Jasinski on the breakaway for Hazlitt. They had 2v1. Great job to break up that situation. Susie Manuel, Z4. That's how I remember it now. It's like coordinates in math class. Z4.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. That's all right, though. Felposh and Jasinski looking around. Felposh is going to put that one up. Wow.
I left her wide open.
Not stepping up, saying, if you're not going to guard me, then I'm going to knock one down in your face.
Oh, that was a good post up by Waldron, but Brown's long and lanky arms got in there. Good move.
Wow, Jasinski. She's impressive. She's got game for a softie.
Must be his shoes.
Wow, those are. If we could get a zoom in on those shoes, that'd be amazing. Because let me tell you, these shoes are.
Those are sweet.
They're like spaceships or something. They're just magical. First shot. Looked a little long from the get-go.
Their form's interesting from the line a little bit.
I've noticed that also with girls' free throws. Instead of having more of a natural, one motion stroke, it's kind of a push.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, it depends on. Yeah, I noticed that. I mean, girls aren't obviously quite as strong, but
that might have something to do with it. Rogers gets the inbounds, breaks the press, finds Miller on the wing.
Oh. That was weird.
Miller got a little excited, thought you saw a pass. Tried to make it look like a dribble. Here you got Felposh's triple. We were looking at her foot. That's why we got quiet for a second. Nothing but net. That's a beautiful shot.
There she is right there.
Ebony not making the mistake of
Making
leaving her
things
open
happen.
again.
She's
Great
a good
drive.
ball player, yeah. I'm impressed by her as well.
There's not one position where at any time on the floor Grand Ledge is particularly weak, offensively or defensively.
Yeah, their guards are extremely quick, and their big girls are a force down low. And
Obviously, Brown.
People too.
I don't think Beth Brown has been out of the game yet.
I think she came out one time in the first half for the last 20 seconds, but
She's
that's about it. And she hasn't scored a lot of points this game, but if you watch basketball, then you'll see that she makes a big difference on the floor.
She does a lot of little things. For sure, like boxing out maybe Hazlitt's tallest player.
And even if she doesn't get the rebound,
someone on her team has a better chance at it.
And that's a big thing for her teammates.
And at all times, it seems that Hazlitt has every player on the floor has an eye on her. Which is another thing. Like if you're that dominant and teams know it, then you draw attention from your teammates, and you can make better things happen for them.
Exactly.
So that's why you should go home and play basketball a day and get sweet, so then your team's better too.
Driveway.
That's where championships are won, in the driveway.
They are.
Susie, the quick turnaround pull-up. That's beautiful. It's a weekday. The bank's open. We got a minute left in the third quarter. We're all tied up. There's a pull-up from Westman, was off the mark, and the rebound went all over the place, and Hazlitt ended up with it.
That was a strong rebound by Rakowitz. She got fouled, but she pulled that one down strong.
Florin checking in for Miller. Joni gonna hit up the water cooler real quick and look to get back in. Alicia, that was pretty athletic.
That was a smart play by her, and that's something you don't see, especially in a freshman. That was a real smart play. She mishandled the pass, but got the ball back. So Grand Ledge putting the pressure back on, and it's making a difference, as you can see.
For sure. There's that spin move.
There. That's athletic. It's not easy.
Truesdale. Florin pulls up. Chases it down, gets bumped. That should be a foul on Grand Ledge on the floor. There you got a shot of Coach Beebs, the Beebster, calling out the play, calling out the inbounds play.
Florin made another great play right there. Chased down her own rebound, followed her shot.
I mean, we keep coming back to the point that she's a freshman, but she definitely does not play like a freshman.
Exactly. You don't see her do a lot of freshman things. I mean, of course, occasionally you will, but she plays like a veteran, and I mean, she makes a big difference for this Hazlitt ball club.
You just had a shot of our camera helpers for this evening. Pat Reynolds, and I didn't quite see who else was up there, but we'd just like to thank them while we have a second for all the things they do for us.
Did a great job.
They sure do. They make Division 22 what it is. We're under 25 seconds in the third. Grand Ledge, as you can see, up by 2. Foreign's 3 from the corner off the mark. Sammy chases it down.
Great play,
to
good hustle.
Rakowitz to Foreign, and they're going to reset for 1 shot. Miller, I mean, when it comes down to it, you give the ball to your best player, and that's Joni Miller.
3 seconds, 2.
Beth pulls up off the mark.
From half court, not always an easy shot.
Good quarter from both teams, especially the Vikings, though. They won that quarter for sure.
Oh, yeah, they scored a lot of points that quarter. They had 8 at half, if you can remember, and they got 24, and they're only trailing by 2 now. So they made some big adjustments at halftime, and Coach Beebe must have said some things that got them going a little bit.
So you just saw that replay of Anna Truesdell's spin move. ESPN top 10, SportsCenter top 10 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That was very impressive. Not something you see very often, but I mean, if you think about it, the spin move gets your defender on the back and gives you the space to take your shot. So that's the whole purpose of that.
And it's effective if you can do it, but I know a lot of coaches don't like it because a lot of people aren't in control when they do that move. And obviously you can't see where you're going when you make that move, so you can lead to a lot of charges and different things.
Things of that sort. There you just had a shot of Coach Toby and the Viking bench chatting it up about the adjustments going into the fourth quarter. So this is what it comes down to. 8 minutes, close game. The Vikings battled back, and the rest of the way it's just going to be an all-out dogfight. See who can pull out the victory. Jasinski driving, looking for Brown, and Jamalski ends up with it. Felposh finds Brown. Brown pulls up.
Oh.
Can't quite get it. Great rebound by Liz Veltman, I believe.
That was a good rebound.
Great offensive rebound, way to get that shot up. Waldron gets hacked. She'll head to the line to shoot too.
Now Al's not looking like a little girl against Brown by any means. She's playing tough inside.
Playing tough inside. She doesn't look intimidated. She's going right at her. So here you got a shot of the senior citizens visitors for this evening. They're over from the old folks' home to watch this evening's game. Actually, I have no idea who that was. Probably someone's grandparents. I apologize. Waldron, first free throw off the mark, looking for 1 point and gets it. 1 for 2 on the trip. Jasinski.
3. And that can change fast when you have number 5, Joni Miller, on your squad.
Get her open. Felposh looked open. Jasinski, that's a 2. She just rolled her ankle, and I saw that. That's really unfortunate. Brown misses the layup.
She's tough. Look at her. She's running it off. She's fine.
Is tough.
I don't think that's going to
You can
affect
see
her.
the awkward, quick leg side-to-side thing. I mean, those hurt. It's a very common injury in basketball.
She looks like she's got a pretty thick ankle brace on both ankles already. So that's not easy to roll them in those things nowadays.
But look at that. You wouldn't be able to tell anything happened to her in the way she's playing D.
Oh, that was a good opportunity for a fade pass to Haas. Like
Haas
that.
Looks to Waldron and overshoots her.
That's a good play. That's a tough play, though. That's a real tough play because you got to know when to push off your man a little bit and go get the ball, and when you have to time everything just right.
It's a lot harder catch than people give it credit for.
And you gotta make sure you know where the hoop is. That's a tough play, and it's a tough pass as well.
It definitely is. Felposh up top. Haas, great D. That's Brown on the back. That is a absolutely terrible call by the referee. Haas
really
was in position.
Haas was in front of Brown. That's a bad call.
Brown stuck her knee in her back.
But
hey, why not call it on the white team? Their jerseys are brighter.
right.
Felposh drives.
It really makes you mad when it leads to a bucket, too.
Yeah.
Bad call leads
Things
to
like that can change games. I mean, the 5-point lead now, obviously, a huge advantage. A little bit of contact over there on the sideline. Again, the ref's not calling it. I think that's what Coach Beebe is frustrated with, was the little bump that Cassie Kopke got before she turned that one over. That's got a whole lot of arc on it. Trusdell knocks it down. That was a good-looking shot, though.
That was a good-looking jumper, yeah.
A little bit of a run here.
It's a game of runs.
It's a game of runs. A little bit of a run here for the Comets as they extend their lead to 8. So Vikings just got to get it going on offense again.
Yep.
I think this was a very good time for Coach Beebe to take a timeout, calm the girls down. That's often how a run ends.
Yeah.
Is a coach will just call a timeout. You see it a lot in basketball. A team will score like 6 to 10 straight points, and it just starts getting out of hand. And before it gets any farther, the coach will just call a timeout, stop the play, let the team gather themselves, and start off again from there.
Yep.
So time is a little bit winding down. We're getting close.
5 minutes and 45 seconds left to play.
There's half of a Viking head.
Victor, the Viking.
Victor's a good guy. Does a lot of great things in the community.
Look at this jumper. That's beautiful.
Great arc. She has a high release.
Yep.
She released that from way above her head. That was an extremely loud whistle for those of you that just heard it. Sorry about that. Kopke finds Waldron on the wing. Miller checking out.
Joni, they're looking to get her going a little bit again. It's a good take.
Good screen by Ebony. And Brown goes for the block. Doesn't get it. Foul is going to be on 20 Westman.
Joni's gotten to the line quite a few times tonight.
There's Human. If you can see in the background, you just saw it. Coach Porter was in the orange shirt. Fred Human in all black with the camera.
He's running away. He's running the other way. Can't see him anymore.
This is probably one of the bigger games in the area tonight.
Yeah,
that's why we would have the Humester out of Channel 6.
There he is. Back in.
1 for 2 on the free throws. And the lead is now just 7.
Brown really works hard inside.
And even though she's not getting the ball, a person might say she's not working, for a reason. But the fact is she draws all of the defense's attention when she's moving around like that. And in case you can't hear her at home, she's very vocal.
Yeah, she
yells a lot.
She's talking a lot. She communicates with her team, which is a trait you don't see a lot of high schooler boys or girls do.
So
and,
it's very leadership oriented. That's why he's doing that. So BB again and Toby talking to the huddle.
Hazlitt is down by
7. Just over 5 minutes left in the quarter.
There's still a lot of time left for things to change. Either way.
5 minutes is a very long time in a basketball game. Like, you might as well play a whole new half. It's ridiculous. times that happen. Felposh driving. Gets
Good
caught with
dig.
his back to the basket.
That was a great find.
That's a great cut as well by Feltman.
It was.
Kopke to Miller. Miller to Ebony.
And the shadowing Joni quite a bit. There she got open though. Oh. Good
job,
board.
Ebony. She's being tackled right now.
Yeah.
The ref's not calling it.
I remember these refs from one of my games. Believe it or not.
Do refs stay in crews? Like, would these three guys ref together every night that they have a game? I'm not really
You
sure.
know, I'm not really sure. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because we've seen a lot of the same refs with some new guys.
Right.
Yeah, if I remember right in our game. So I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I don't think so.
Felposh, the dish to the wing. Ebony's on the ground. Great job by Kopke. Kopke's very good with the ball in her hand.
Yep.
Very good ball handler is what they call that.
She protects it good, and you don't see a lot of steals off her.
For sure not. Joni. What are they calling that? A moving screen?
Yep. And it was. That's legit.
Good job by the referees to recognize feet not planted.
Jasinski's back in.
Jasinski playing a pretty big role, especially for a sophomore in this evening's game.
Oh, yeah.
She's got probably 8 points or so. And she's just a very hard worker, both ends of the floor. She rolled her ankle a minute ago. We saw that.
Nope. And she's tough. She's back. No big deal.
Kopke finds Foreign to Waldron. Sammy Manuel. It's Kopke. Looking inside, taking their time. The lead is 9.
They're having some trouble getting any shots, any looks at the basket even right now, and I'm not sure why. And but I can tell you that Joni being their main scorer, and they rely on her a lot for. That's her brother right there, actually, with the white hat on.
Aaron Miller sitting behind Tom Haas.
Yep, I had the opportunity to play with him. He's quite the ball player in his day.
Aaron Miller, an ex-Hazlitt basketball player, graduated 05.
Yep.
Yeah, 05.
They took the varsity squad to the Breslin Center.
State semifinals.
Yep, which was impressive.
Very good year for Hazlitt basketball. First free throw up and good from Miller, the senior guard. Second one's on the way. And rattles home as well. And for the first time, I think all night, the lead is double digits for the Comets. So, Foreign.
The pressure of Grand Ledge is killing Hazlitt. It really is, though. They're denying the passing lanes, and Hazlitt can barely make a pass right now.
They're flying all over the place on defense. Two shots coming from Miller. There's Coach Beebe pacing. I think coaching as an ex-player would be a pretty hard thing to do because it must be frustrating watching. I know. That's probably where the pacing comes from.
Yeah.
And also from obviously being a coach. And it's the fact that it's your team.
Yep.
And you want them to succeed.
Grand Ledge really takes care of the ball well. You haven't seen a lot of turnovers by
Very
Grand Ledge
few
tonight.
turnovers. Miller to Jasinski. Jasinski to Jamalski. That is way too much fun. Miller. They're running the traditional Michigan State weave
Yeah.
right now. Not looking to score, just looking to possess the ball.
They're wasting a lot of clock here, and they're doing a great job taking care of the ball as well.
Good
That was
block
a
by
great
Miller.
play.
Foreign,
Give it to her. Missed her down low.
trying to find Waldron. Waldron couldn't get it. Miller gets tripped.
And she's hurt. Something's up.
Oh, this is bad.
That's a problem. She hopefully can get up because Haslett needs her. She's fine.
Here you got Jasinski driving. That could have been a reach.
Oh, yeah.
Good screen by Brown.
She got her on the screen great there. And
And Miller's just like, no way, dude. I'm all over that.
no, sir.
There you see Miller walking off the, I believe it was an ankle.
Had to
B. Brother, mother, and father all looking concerned as Joni paces around the court. And we're going to have a timeout from Coach Beebe. There you see Coach Porritt against the back wall on the right of your screen in the orange. Looks red shirt. Coach Porritt, the boys varsity head basketball coach.
He's looking pretty relaxed.
Yeah, just kind of chilling, watching some ball,
Yeah.
as are the rest of us. So,
There he is.
there he is,
Look at how relaxed he looks.
chewing on the straw. Although, I don't know, look at that face. He looks pretty intense right now.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
that's Coach P.
I don't-
Even when he's relaxing,
he's still
he's
tense.
still intense.
I don't think he likes the score situation right now,
Probably not.
as the Vikings trail now by 9.
It's pretty competitive.
Yeah, as most coaches are.
Yep.
Most successful coaches. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Vikings looking to get something going. We got a shot of the huddle. BB saying some inspiring words.
They need to get something going quick, or else
Yes, they do.
it's going to be over fast. Down 11 with 1:54 to play.
Most definitely.
Stranger things have happened, but they need to get some points up fast and hold Grand Ledge, which is tough considering Grand Ledge moves the ball so well and takes care of the ball so well. They can burn a lot of clock.
Miller's free throw off the mark. Second one drops. The lead is 8.
Haslett puts
Comets.
the press on.
There's me and Dan again. That's Dan. That's me. Hi. How's it going? That's Bell Posh with the ball.
We got a foul on one of us, the white team.
The Vikings.
Joni.
Ooh,
It's her third.
that's all right. She's probably not really worried about foul trouble at this point in the game.
Nope. It's late.
Keeping the players you got and hope they can get something going. Free throw from Felposh. Off the mark. It is way too quiet in here during
Yeah,
free
it
throws.
really is.
I feel like we're the only ones talking and
We're
everyone
yelling.
in the whole place is listening to
Yeah.
us. It's very awkward. But that's all right.
Good take.
Got to do your
Joni.
job.
It was a great take by me.
Joni's a gamer, as some would call it. She's gonna take it to the last second.
Yep.
Cutting the lead to 6. Still a minute 30. So I mean, if you stay at this pace, Vikings just got to keep getting stops on D, and
Never know.
that's a ref. He is a short ref with the ball.
He's not the tallest guy. That's for sure.
Probably not a basketball player in his day. I wouldn't assume. And if he was for sure a guard.
He wasn't Beth Brown, that's for sure.
No Beth Browns in the reffing uniforms this evening. There is a pretty humongous guy, though. Like, we're talking like 6'5",
Yeah, he's a big man.
shaved head. He's a big dude. So, you just saw a preview of our credits. Felposh gets the pass off. Foreign D'ing up hard on Miller.
Crowd wants some kind of call. Can't tell if it's Hazlitt or Grand Ledge.
They want a foul, that's what it is. Okay. Minute 15 remains on the clock.
Coach Beebe wants the refs to count some seconds on the defense. But these refs don't know what they're doing sometimes.
It's an interesting officiating crew. They've had some calls either way that are questionable, but in what game is that not the case?
It's true. Can't blame a game on the refs ever.
For sure not. That's a very silly excuse if it's ever used.
Yep.
Miller knocks down the second. Good form on that shot. Kopke just trying to open up either Foreign or Miller, I would assume.
Not a lot of time to work the ball around.
Miller from deep.
Oh man, that was way far down and came out.
Yeah.
That honestly hit the bottom of the net.
That's just the way this game has been going now. Miller, the point guard, the senior point guard. They're going to give it to her with the game. You know, when you need the clutch shots at the end of the game.
She's not a bad one to rely on, I'll tell you that much.
They trust in Allison Miller. First free throw coming at you. Off the mark. That one had some side spin. If you guys could see it, you probably couldn't.
And that comes from not being as strong and pushing with both hands a little more than you should be. She might use her left hand, and you can tell she does.
She's got the Rip Hamilton. 2 straight on dribbles, 1 to the side.
Yeah.
Brings it back in.
That's a popular trend lately, honestly.
It is. Gets you a good feel for the ball. So we are under a minute, 45.2 seconds left. And there's the shot of one of the other referees. Oh, that's me in the background, and Dan again. Can't really see us right now. This guy's hogging our camera time. There's a shot of the huddle. The Vikings huddle. A lot of inspiring words have been said on that spot in this gym.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, when you walk through that spot, sometimes you just kind of get tingly. That's the varsity goalkeeper, Kevin Janes, also known as Gump.
He's a good guy.
Kevin James, 4-year varsity goalie for the Vikings.
Pretty good soccer player.
Very good soccer player. He's been playing very good soccer as of late.
How's your season going?
The soccer season is going pretty well this year.
It's good.
A lot of turmoil on the team, I guess you could say. With we have a new coach again this year.
Yep.
3 coaches in 3 years. So I mean, it's been tough, but we're stepping it up. Things are coming together.
Good to hear.
So back to the action. Grand Ledge still just possessing. Hazlitt parents yelling for the fouls. Who's shooting now? Number 20, I believe. Marcy Westman. First one up and in. Westman also a senior guard.
She's good.
She is good. This Grand Ledge team has potential to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they're solid ball club, that's for sure.
I didn't say in the state tournament or wherever wherever else they may end up. 30 seconds. The lead is 9. Kopke just trying to get whatever points they can.
It's a good follow by Manuel, but
Brown gets smacked up. Probably not the most necessary thing in the world for Hazlitt to do.
I don't think she's crying. I think that's because she got hit in the nose. And your eyes water like a mother when you get hit in the nose.
Now she's got to go shoot free throws. Poor girl. Probably can't see anything.
That's tough. I hate getting hit in the nose.
Yeah, it's very awkward feeling because you're really embarrassed because there's tears all over your face. It's not because you're crying, so you get frustrated. That's just not a good situation. But look at that, teary-eyed. She's knocking down throws.
She's good.
She is very good. Very impressed with Beth Brown and the Grand Ledge Comets.
Look for Beth Brown at another level.
On, say, ESPN.
The collegiate one.
Ooh, good pump fake.
That was nice.
Foreign. Waldron with the header to Miller. Miller knocks it down. We're under 5 seconds. Coach Beebe wants a timeout. At this point, here is our replay of Beth Brown getting hit in the nose. You can see she goes up, and Hazlitt's just scrapping. Oh, it's Waldron. Waldron's the criminal. She just kind of sits down and says, ouch. So, coming at ya. We got 5 seconds left in the game.
Coach Beebe called a timeout, which is kind of interesting.
Coach Beebe. Coach P is the boys' coach.
Did I say Coach P?
You said Coach P. That's all right. They're both basketball coaches.
I'm used to
Coach P.
Yeah.
In context with basketball, it just kind of slips.
He's a good coach.
Very good coach.
I like him.
Coach Port, been around at Hazlitt a long time.
Yeah.
Has had a lot of success with the Hazlitt boys basketball program.
Oh, yeah.
So Grand Ledge is going to inbound from under their hoop. Beebe. No, Coach Beebe just tried to tell Sammy Emanuel to get off the floor even though they didn't have enough people.
Yeah, that was
and Felposh just going to hold it, and that's going to do it for the game. Your end result, Grand Ledge 42, the Hazlitt Vikings 33. I'm impressed with the Vikings' heart and battle during the second half. They were down at halftime, could have called it quits. Came back, took the lead for a while, held it even. I mean, just great job all around. Second half, picked it up. A lot more scoring second half.
Yeah, that was a tough Grand Ledge ball club.
Tough loss. Great job by the Comets, and we'll look to see big things out of them this season.
Yep.
And same with the Vikings. So for everyone here, I'd like to thank the camera people and our director and our crew and all that kind of good stuff. You'll see their names here in a second. Thanks a lot to everyone who makes this possible. This is Division 22. We'll see you later.
Olive.